What did you think of the documentary?
Found it very interesting. I liked how it had a lot of facts, but was also backed up by other people's opinions.
Are you interested in the theme?
Yeah, I'm from the northeast and I support Newcastle, and I also like to watch and play football.
What part of the documentary did you enjoy the most?
The interviews with the fans. I liked hearing other people's opinions on things that have happened and are happening now.
What would you change about the documentary at present?
I'd have more found footage in it.
Did you learn anything about when you were watching the documentary that you hadn't previously known? If so, what?
I learned that Newcastle United was formed by the two sides of Newcastle coming together to make one club.
What did you think of the documentary?
Thought it was a good, informative documentary, quite detailed.
Are you interested in the theme?
Not really, I don't really follow football and as such, but I can understand why people do.
What part did you enjoy the most?
I enjoyed the interview with the former player, Joe Allen. I thought that was quite informative to see his point of view on things.
If anything, what would you change?
I changed the ending. It started to fizzle out towards the end, and it wasn't really as definitive as it could have been.
Did you learn anything, and if so, what?
I think I learned quite a lot, not really following the sport. I learned quite a bit about the background and history of the club.
What did you think of the documentary?
Well, I'm a Sunderland fan, so it didn't really appeal to me, but you can see even then it's a really well-made documentary.
So are you interested in the theme?
I'm interested in football as a theme, but not really Newcastle.
So what part would you say you enjoyed the most?
Newcastle being relegated.
What would you change?
I would make it about Sunderland.
Did you learn anything? If so, what?
No, not really. It just confirmed my beliefs that Newcastle is bad and always will be.
What did you think of the documentary?
It was a well-made documentary and I enjoyed the mixture of facts and opinions it showed.
Are you interested in the theme?
No.
What part did you enjoy the most?
Not really much of it because the subject doesn't interest me.
What would you change?
Once again, I can't really comment on that because I don't have a strong enough opinion on the subject.
Did you learn anything? If so, what?
I learned the history of how the club, well, the background of the club, which I found it's somewhat interesting.
What did you think of the documentary?
Overall, I thought the documentary was quite interesting, but because it was about Newcastle, that put us off a bit.
So would you say you were interested in the theme?
Overall, for football, I was interested because I really like football. However, because of Newcastle, it did put down a bit.
So what part would you say you enjoyed the most?
I enjoyed, obviously, Newcastle getting relegated.
So what would you change about the documentary?
If I could change it, I would take away Newcastle scoring a goal because that's never nice to see.
So did you learn anything from the documentary at all?
Well, I learned quite a bit about about the past player and about the supporters. Learned that there actually was some.
What did you think of the documentary?
I thought it was really informative and it gives a lot of information I didn't really know, and it gives you insight of the club and enjoyed it.
So are you interested in the theme?
I'm interested in the theme because I'm a Newcastle ticket holder as well, so I'm quite interested in the club and that. So it was.
What bit did you enjoy the most?
I enjoyed learning about the inside of the club because I didn't know a lot of things that was in the documentary, and I enjoyed hearing what other people were saying about it as well.
So what bit would you change about the documentary?
What I'd change is I'd put more found footage of the club.
Okay, so did you learn anything from the documentary?
Yeah, I learned about the way that the club, how it developed and how it's still here today, and it was really interesting, so I learned a lot.
What did you think of the documentary?
I liked it because it used fact and opinion, which is used in most other documentaries, and it used found footage but made it more realistic.
Would you say you're interested in the theme?
Not really.
What bit did you enjoy the most?
I enjoyed that it included other people's opinions that I wouldn't have found out about if I hadn't have watched it.
So So what would you change about the documentary?
I would include more information about how the club is at the minute.
So what would you say you learned?
I learned basic information.